guys, it is Melissa with a Raw Lifestyle, and I just made the best raw crackers ever. It is the first time I've ever attempted something like this, but I was really in the mood for something crunchy and something just, you know, heavier than fruits and vegetables. So I just wanted to share this recipe with you guys and my experience, and they turned out fabulous. They are amazing, and I'll show you guys how I did it. First, I'm going to start by soaking my flax seeds. I've got the golden and the brown, and from what I've read and researched, there's really no nutritional difference between the two. It's just one's light and one's dark. And flax seeds are really inexpensive. I mean, $1.20 a pound for those ones, and I think these ones are a little bit more, $1.50 a pound. So for what you get, and I've already used about half this bag, so $3 for double this size. They're pretty inexpensive. So I'm actually mixing them. I've got a cup of each, approximately a cup of each. And I'm just going to put them in a pan with some water. I've got 2 cups mixed flaxseed. And about 4 cups of filtered water. And I'm going to let these soak for about 6 hours. So I'm just going to stir them up and make sure they're all coated really well with water. Let them soak for about 6 hours, and until they get kind of jellied up, a little gelatinous type of consistency. And then we're ready to make our flax crackers. And I just wanted to let you know, I keep my flax seeds in the fridge. I know if you grind them up, you want to keep them in the fridge at least so they'll last a little bit longer. They only last a couple of days, even if they're ground up and kept in the fridge. But I keep a couple things in the fridge. I keep my nuts and I keep my seeds in the fridge just to make sure, preserve them a little bit longer. So that's what I do. Okay, so it's about 12 hours later. I was going to get this done sooner, but I just didn't have time. And here's the soaked flax seeds. Great consistency. I did stir them probably 3 times within the first hour just to make sure they were all coated good. I don't know if that's necessary or not, but I did stir them up. So these look fabulous. And I am going to add to that, I have a half a cup total, a 1/4 cup each of ground flax. I have a 1/4 cup of the golden ground up and a 1/4 cup of the brown, as well as, I don't know, maybe a cup of ground pumpkin seeds. I just had pumpkin seeds I dehydrated. They are salted, but dehydrated pumpkin seeds, and I just put them in the coffee grinder. It's like my best friend when it comes to grinding seeds. So probably about a cup and a half maybe total between this and this. It works so well. And then I've got some black pepper, probably a 1.5 tablespoons of paprika, and I use the Hungarian paprika, and maybe a good tablespoon of the pink sea salt, and I just use the rest of my cumin up. I don't know, maybe it's about a tablespoon, and then I use the rest of my chili powder up too, which is probably about a tablespoon or close. I'm also going to add about 1 tomato chopped, about a 1/4 cup onion, 1.5 stalks of celery, 1 whole red bell pepper, and I've got 3 small cloves of garlic minced, and then 1 big clove of garlic. And this is just kind of something I put together. I really hope it tastes good. And I'm going to put the wet ingredients first into the Blendtec and get this all combined before I get it dehydrating. Okay, celery, bell pepper, get my wet ingredients down in there first. I just threw some on the floor. And I didn't want a whole lot of onion because I just didn't want it to be really oniony. So I've got that. And now I'm going to add the soaked flaxseed. It's nice and thick. It's just perfect. And then hopefully I can fit all my dry ingredients as well. And I ground the flaxseed just to get all the benefits because these whole ones aren't going to digest necessarily all the way. And then I get a lot of the omega oils that way. And pumpkin seeds are so good. And so I just ground them up just to kind of help with this recipe. What do you think? Do you think I should put all the dry ones in, or do you think I should mix it up first? Just hope this fits okay. This is messy. I should have put this in a bowl. And once again, I am filling the blender all the way up. I think I am known for overfilling the blender no matter which one I have. This is perfect amount. And then we got the rest of the pumpkin seeds. Is gonna be okay? Everything in there, perfect. It's gonna blend down hopefully and come out perfect. Okay, let's blend this up. So I did end up emptying this out and blended it in 2 batches. I guess with all the dry ingredients I really needed to add some water. So I did half of it and added 2 cups of water, and this is what I ended up with, and it smells fabulous. The flaxseed is really ground up good just in the blender as well. So I've got the other half of the mixture. Most of the spices are in here, and I've added 2 more cups of water, and so I'm going to blend this and then mix these 2 together and get dehydrating. So I've just finished blending the second batch. I'm just going to mix it together with the first batch. This is going to make so many crackers. I'm going to have so many. Awesome. I'm just going to mix this all together really good and get it incorporated, and then I'm going to put it on my dehydrator sheets. I have a lot of mixture here. It's crazy. I think it's mixed up pretty well, and it smells amazing. So I feel like I did like the perfect blend of ingredients. So I've got my dehydrator sheet here, Excalibur, with the nonstick Paraflex sheet, and I'm just gonna spread this on. I don't want it too thick and I don't want it too thin. Let's see how this does. No, I think I can add some more. The blender really incorporated all these ingredients really well. That might be good. It smells amazing. I'm going to spread it out. Try and get it even without running over the sides. Again, this is my first time, so I'm just kind of winging it. If I can shake it. It just doesn't look very even to me. Okay, I've got it pretty evened out as much as possible. It looks so good. I'm just going to put it in the dehydrator. And it is 12:05 now, so I'm hoping by morning I'll be able to flip it over, and maybe by tomorrow evening I should I should have some Flax crackers. I'm so excited. So I'm going to do a couple more sheets. I probably got enough maybe for 5 sheets. We'll see how much I get out of it. Okay, so I ended up with 4 trays Flax crackers. And this one down here is quite a bit thicker than the other ones. Maybe I'll make a bread out of it or something like that. Maybe I'll even keep it a little flexible and not make it, you know, so crisp. But I've got the dehydrator set to 110 and for 12 hours, but I'm going to check these in the morning. It is almost 12:30 at night now, and I'm anxious to see what they look like in the morning. So it's about 10 hours later. Let's take a look and see if they're ready to be flipped over. Yes, they look pretty done on top. I think we're gonna flip them over. Alright. So now that the top is pretty done, I'm just gonna flip it over. Take off the Paraflex sheet. Pretty soft on the bottom still. And now this side can get dehydrated. Just hold it down. And I've got 4 trays all together. I think they're gonna be great. They smell so good.
Hey, it's me, Melissa. Let me show you my sandwich.
And here's Mario. And I'm Princess Peach.
Okay, so the crackers are still dehydrating and I'm hungry. So I did pull one out and it's still a little, you know, flexible. The edges are kind of crunchy. But I decided, everybody had subs today, so I decided to make myself a little sandwich with a piece. So I've got some of the Flax bread cracker here. And I've got a thinly sliced tomato and just some celery that I sliced up and guacamole that I made yesterday. And I'm going to add some romaine lettuce and some cucumbers and even some Bubby's pickles. I'm not sure if these are raw. They don't have any preservatives. They don't have any vinegar. I'm not sure if they're raw or not, but I know they're really yummy and they're really close. So I'm so excited to try this. So I'm going to give it a taste. My celery bella. So I get myself a sandwich today too. Not a takeout one. It looks awesome. This is good. These Flax crackers, bread, it turned out so good. So amazing. I'll definitely show you guys the finished product, but I had to show you guys the little sandwich that I was making.
Bah.
Take a little bite and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think it tastes like.
I can't say it tastes like Flax because I never had plain Flax.
It's in your oatmeal, huh?
It's really good.
Okay, so they've been dehydrating overnight for about 12 hours, and then I flipped them about maybe 4 hours ago, 6 hours ago, and they're crispy on the edges and kind of still flexible in the middle. So what I'm going to do is, I wasn't sure if I was going to leave them whole or rip them, but I have decided I am going to rip them into pieces. This is still quite gooey in the middle, but I'm just going to rip them into little pieces, just rip them into chips, suppose I could use a scissors or a knife, but I'm just going to use my hands because they don't have to be pretty. So I'm going to do this to all 4 trays. So they'll dry a little bit better because they're still quite gooey in some middle. On some of them. Some of them are thinner. So I'm just going to break them up and make them into crackers and show you guys the finished product. It is time to check them. And I've got about 8 trays. After I broke them up, I just kind of spread them out so they would dry nice. Wonder if they're quite done yet. I probably can go a little bit longer. Let them go a little bit longer. They are so good though. So good. And I've got 2 long pieces here. Make a little sandwich out of this. Eat the crumbs. So good. So I've been dehydrating since midnight, and it is now 7 p.m. So 17 hours. And I think, see, this one's still a little flexible in the middle. So I think I'll let them go for at least another hour or 2. And I'm just going to snack on the crumbs in the meantime. So here is my finished flax crackers, my first time, and I got quite a few. This is such a big platter here. Sorry the lighting, but, and then I saved 2 bigger ones, this bigger one, and maybe make a little sandwich out of it. So I've got those, and then all of these, and they are super delicious. They are so flavorful, so much so. I could have maybe even used a little less on the dry ingredients, the spices, but they're so good. I can't even count how many I've already eaten today, sampled them, to see if they were done or not, but this will last me quite a while, maybe a week, I don't know. They're so yummy though. I'm so happy with how these turned out, and I only started with 2 cups of flaxseed, and then that, another half a cup of the ground flaxseed, 50-50, and then maybe a cup of the pumpkin seed ground up. So it yielded so many. I'm so excited for them. They are just fabulous. Get a close-up on one. So yummy. And they're nice and crispy. They dehydrated for 24 hours exactly. So good.